Hey everybody, what's happening today? Glenn here from High Performance PC at Cape Cod. How y'all doing today? I'm doing great. Got a video here I want to do for you. Back in December of 2015, I bought one of the new Microsoft Lumia 950 handsets from AT&T, and they always treat me good when I go to AT&T. I will say that. So I went to my local AT&T store, which is in Plymouth, Mass, and I picked up my new Lumia 950. This is actually my replacement, but I'll get to that in a minute. So picked up my new 950, Lumia 950, and okay, I can tell you this, it's a great phone. I do like it. It's, everyone's saying it's not really a flagship quality phone. It's not bad. The only reason why it's not is because they used the polycarbonate back on it, and not metal. If they had a metal back, I think people would have received it a little better and said, yeah, it's definitely flagship. To me, it doesn't have to be metal at all. Polycarbonate's fine, and I'm just buying my time with this thing. I'm waiting for the new Surface phone that's supposed to be coming, or is going to be coming actually. I think Microsoft's confirmed it now. And so it's going to be a Surface phone. Question is it going to be based on the Surface Pro 4? Just in a phone? We'll see. By the fall sometime is when the phone will probably get released. So meanwhile, getting back to my 950. So I bought the phone from AT&T, got it all set up when I got home with it, got all my apps put in, and got it all pretty much where I wanted it. Here and there, the screen was kind of, when I was scrolling, it was locking up. I mean, okay, it's a new phone, let me let it settle out, let all the apps get settled in, and, maybe it'll straighten out. So then I went ahead and decided to go ahead and set up the new Windows Hello feature that's in Windows 10. So I get into the Windows Hello, and first it requires you to put in a PIN into your phone. So I did that. Then I went down below that, and I went into the setup for the Windows Hello feature. Tried setting it up, and it would sometimes start to go, and then it would stop and wouldn't go any further. So I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Why isn't this thing setting up? Now, I have a problem with my eyes, and it's called iritis. It begins with an I, I-R-I-T-S, iritis. And what happens with my eyes is, and it can happen in either eye, I've already had a lens replacement in my left eye. Eventually the right one's probably going to have to be done. What happens is the lens sticks to the inner outside of the eye, and it causes it to get irritated and red, sore, and I got floaters going around in my eyes, and it makes it a little hard to see sometimes. Everything's kind of cloudy. So I thought maybe that was the problem as to why it wasn't working. I said to my wife, I really think the problem with this phone is it can't register my eyes because of my problem. I have eye drops I put in every single day. I have an eye drop that's called Pred Forte, which is a prednisone, but in an eye drop form, not a pill. And I put that in both eyes once a day. And then I also have another eye drop for the left eye for the lens replacement, which is called Bromphalac, and that goes in once a day. If my eyes start acting up, my Pred Forte goes in my eyes on the hour, every hour, and then as it starts to, the pain starts to back off, the redness starts to go away, the eye doctor cuts me down to every 4 hours, and then eventually he cuts me down to, just once a day. So that's all it was, once a day. And so I was attributing that to being the problem with my phone. Kept trying, nothing. So I researched it online, and I found in the forums on the Microsoft, anybody that bought one of these handsets having that problem, they went to Microsoft and they got a replacement. All was good, for the most part, unless they got another one that was defective. So I waited for about, I just went about a week or so ago. I decided to go to my local Microsoft store, which is about an hour and 20 minutes away from my house. I live here on Cape Cod. I had to drive all up to Natick, Mass, to the Natick Mall, and go to the store. I've been there before. Not a bad little ride for an hour and 20 minutes. I don't mind it. I'm glad that it's not any further away. I could have went to Providence, Rhode Island, and gone to that store, which is about an hour away. I said, nah, I'll go to Natick. I know Natick pretty good. My mother worked for a company up there for 40 years, and so, I'm used to Natick. It's not too bad. Went up there a lot with her when I was a kid. So, went up to the Microsoft store because my wife was having a problem with her Band 2. Her Band 2 kept shutting itself off. And when I restarted, it would say that I need to reset the time manually and the date. So I go in there and set the time. The date was usually right, but the time was off. So I says to her, why don't we take a ride to the Natick store and let's go up and go get a new band for you. So, yeah, okay, because she was getting aggravated with it. Because she loves that band too. She uses that all the time for counting her steps. So, we picked a day and off we went. It was on a Sunday. So we went up there and walked in, and I spoke to the person that was behind the counter, and they said, how can I help you today? And I said, my wife's Band 2 has stopped working. I said, it keeps shutting itself off, and we have to keep resetting the date and the time. And I said, it just won't, you should get it going for a little bit, but then it just shuts back off. So, I handed him the receipt, handed him the Band 2. No problem, he went out back, got another one, brought it up, he swapped them out. Really nice, simple, transaction at the Microsoft store. And I hear this from everybody. Now, I have a Facebook page, which is High Performance PC of Cape Cod. So if you want to go over there and check my site out, I do have a Facebook page for that. And I build and repair computers out of my home. And I have a pretty good business going on where I go to people's homes and repair them, or people bring them to me. Like right now, I've got a Toshiba laptop that I'm working on. If you look over here behind me, that black laptop over there is the one that I'm actually doing. So, anyways, while the tech is working on changing everything, swapping everything out and stuff, I asked him a question about my 950. Told him what was wrong with it. And I says, I cannot for the life of me get the Windows Hello feature to work. I says, it'll start to go, and then it stops and says, can't detect my eyes. And then it'll say, move closer. I'll move it. I was moving it like right up here, almost touching my nose, right between my eyes. Still nothing. I do it out here, all in between. Within a 2-foot range to like probably an inch or so from my eyes. So he looked it up and found in the forums that they said that if you did a fresh install from the Windows Phone Recovery Tool, that most people said they had good luck with it and it straightened it out, and from that point on everything worked fine. I told him, I'm a computer tech, and I said, I already tried connecting it with this. Well, I saw it. No, actually I didn't. I said, all right, well, let me try that. And he says, yeah. He goes, go to AT&T and talk to them and see what they'll do for you if you can't get that to work. So I said, okay. So I tried the recovery tool when I got home, and it would recognize my phone. I click on my phone, and then it would say reading device, and that's as far as it would go. No matter what I did, that's as far as it would go. So I ended up going to AT&T, back to the store where I bought it. Because the guy at the Microsoft store said, go talk to AT&T first. If they won't do anything for you, we'll most certainly, take care of you. We'll get you a replacement phone. I said, okay, great. I go to AT&T, and my normal guy that I deal with wasn't on that day. Another guy was working. So guys, so how can I help you? So I told him what was going on. I says, I got a problem with my 950. I says the Windows Hold feature won't work, and I'm having a problem with the screen scrolling. It's kind of like, sticks. And so then he says, well, he goes, nothing I can do for you. He goes, you have to go back, because I told him I had been to the Microsoft store. And he said, you'll need to go back and talk to them because, if the phone was broken, they could give me a new phone through my insurance plan that I pay for them every month for. And I said, well, that's what I thought, but they told me to come here. Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do for you. That's a warranty issue, not broken phone issue. Well, I knew that, but I just wanted to see what you guys had to say. I said, okay, well, I'm going to go back then. So I went back to the Microsoft store and saw somebody else. Well, the girl who was standing up front asked me how she could help me, so I told her. So, do you have an appointment? I says, no. She goes, oh, don't worry about it. I'll put one in for you, and somebody will be out in a few minutes to talk to you. All right. So she put me in for a 3:15 appointment. I got there at 3. So the tech comes out. Nice gentleman. His name was Scott, and told him what was going on, and he said to me, well, you need to talk to AT&T. I said, I already did. I said, I was here last week, and I says, the tech that I spoke to, Justin, told me to go see AT&T, and I did, and they told me it's on you guys because it's a warranty issue, not a broken phone issue. He goes, well, I don't know. He goes, so another guy was standing there that works there, and he comes over and he says, where'd you get the, did you buy the phone here? I says, no, AT&T. And he goes, are you on their, I don't know, he said some plan. I says, no, I says, yeah, I'm on their next plan. Oh, we can't do anything with that because you're on that next plan. And I said, how long have you had it? I said, I just bought it back in December. Well, they should know the phone has only been out since end of November. So he goes, yeah, you haven't even paid for that phone yet. You haven't had it long. I don't think there's anything we can do for you. He goes, you have to talk to 18 years. I said, I already did. And they sent me back here to you guys. He goes, well, the problem's going to be is that because you're on that next plan. So Scott went back. He said, well, let me go talk to my manager. So he talked to the manager. He came back, and the manager said they'd see what they could do. So they come out, the manager come out, and the girl that was helping me at first come over, and they got into my account, and she said, yeah, we're going to try and replace your phone for you, but we've never done it before on the next plan. I said, okay. They get into my account, they asked me for my license, the whole 9 yards. I give them that, and she said, a box popped up, and it was saying something about, and make sure you inform the customer about a deductible on their replacement phone. And I'm like, they couldn't figure out what to do with that. And I said, well, that's only if, I'm getting a replacement phone. You guys are giving me not a replacement, it's not a broken phone. So you guys are giving me a new one. She goes, no, I understand that. She goes, well, we don't know what to do with this. So finally she says, well, you know what? She goes, we're going to take you down to the AT&T store and talk to them and see what to do. I said, okay. So she had Scott take me down. We go down the hall, go down around the corner, go underneath the escalators. AT&T is right underneath the set of escalators to go up to another level. So we go in there. Scott talks to the rep that was working and asked him about it. Told him what was going on. Told him about the box that came up. Oh yeah, he goes, we get that all the time. He goes, just ignore that and go right past it. He goes, okay, now. He goes, now how does this work? Because he brought us his phone. And he's got a problem with the phone, but it's not broken. And the guy told him, yeah, no, that's a warranty issue. He goes, you guys are the manufacturer of the phone, so you guys are responsible for replacing it. Okay, he goes, fair enough. And he goes, if the customer broke the phone, then he brings it to us and we replace it. Okay. He says, fair enough. He goes, okay. He goes, thanks for your help. So we went back to the store, and they got into my account again. They got to that same screen. They went right past it. So to make a long story short, they replaced my phone, and I'm glad that I went because by them doing it, they offered me a 2-year extended warranty for $99 on this phone. And now what it gives me is I've got a 2-year extended warranty from Microsoft along with a year warranty that I already have. And it's not only for replacement of hardware software issue, but it's also accidental damage. So let's say I drop this in the water, I run it over with my car, I throw it at my wife because I'm mad at her, it hits the wall and it shatters. You know, whatever the case may be. I go back to Microsoft, I go get a brand new replacement. If I break this phone and go back to AT&T, guess what? I don't care what brand phone you have, I don't care if it's an iPhone or an Android phone, whatever brand phone it is, flip phone, I don't care. Dumb phone. When you go back with a broken phone and you're paying for that, they give you a refurbished phone. So they only go in there and fix what's wrong with the phone. I've got them in the past, never had an issue, but I don't trust refurbished stuff. But when you break it, you have no choice. Because if I broke this, Microsoft wouldn't do anything for me. Oh, you got to go to AT&T. Okay, so bought the 2-year extended warranty for $99, and I'm happy. Got the phone set up in the store. Got just the core apps, and the girl standing there that I had dealt with from the very beginning. Her name was Stephanie. Stephanie's standing there. And she goes, "Oh, don't you want to?" She saw me, watching me do the setup and stuff. She goes, "I got signed in with my Microsoft account." Then it comes up, restore your backup, and I click on do not restore. She goes, "Oh, don't you want to use your backup?" I said, "No, I want to do a fresh install. I just wanted to install the core apps because I'd be waiting all day because I have so much stuff in this phone for apps. It ain't funny. I've got a lot of apps, a lot of games, music, the whole 9 yards. So as far as the apps go, I would have been waiting for quite some time for it to do that. And so I wanted to just wait, get the core apps put into it, and then from there I'd be all set. So I did that. And then once it was all set, I left, went out to my car. My wife was waiting with our dog in the car. Drove, came home, tried it again with the Windows Hello, and it was still kind of doing the same thing. But I did notice one thing. On the front of the phone, right over here in the right-hand corner, when you're doing the Windows Hello, there's a red iris scanner that lights up. And I noticed on my old phone, it wasn't as bright as what's on this one. It wasn't as big. It was a little small red dot. Now it's like a big one, and I'll show you in a minute what it looks like. So I'm trying to set it up, and it's still kind of doing the same thing. Got it to go a little further. So I said, you know what? My wife was sitting there. We were in bed together, because it was late. And I said, hey, come here for a minute. So I want to try setting this up using your eyes. So I put it in front of her, and oh my God, that thing started cranking right across the screen. It would have finished setting it up. I had to pull it away to stop it. And tried it again, nothing. Tried it on her eyes again, yeah, doing the same thing with a sign right in. So I kept playing with it for about 10 or 15 minutes. And finally I got it to go, and I did get it set up. And I know it's because of my eyes, but I did finally get the Windows Hello feature to work. Works fantastic now. I can do it 9 times out of 10, it'll sign me right in. It's got that one quirk where it just won't, but 9 times out of 10, it signs me right in. So, here's my new Lumia 950, and that's my AT&T adventure story of what happened, and I got a replacement, brand new from Microsoft, and I'm happy. I know some of you guys have a hard time because the store is so far away, but, it's not 3 hours or more away. I wish Microsoft would put some more stores around so that way you could, easily get to one and have a more pleasant experience than dealing with online, going to Twitter and having them diagnose the problem or calling them on the phone. So, I'll keep going back to Natick. I might go to one of my in Rhode Island sometime just to check it out, but yeah, I'll keep going back to Natick. They treat me really well up there. All right, so here's my 950, and I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to go ahead and get this signed in. There we go, and it just signed me in. It says hello, Glenn, and that's it. Like I said, almost every time, and the scrolling issue went away too. So as you can see, it's having no problem scrolling up and down. It's not lagging at all. It's working like it's supposed to. All right, so I'm gonna turn it off, turn it back on. It's looking for me, so I'll go ahead and there it is every time. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, it has no issues. So that is my story, and I'm happy with the new phone. I like it. It is a nice phone for, I really wanted the 950 XL, but I'm happy with this. 5.2-inch screen. It works well. This will satisfy me until the Surface 4 comes out. The Surface phone, I should say. So, all right. That's Glenn from I'm Glenn from High Performance PC at Cape Cod. Hey, thanks for watching these YouTube videos of mine, and head on over to Facebook.com/High Performance PC at Cape Cod. Go like my page, and I'm going to get on there and finish that laptop over here in the corner up. Upgrading that from 8.1 to Windows 10, so that'll make the customer happy. Alright, so that's it. I'm out of here. See you, everybody.